In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a plot using coordinates in AutoCAD. We'll keep it simple and precise so you can translate a list of coordinates into an accurate plot right inside your drawing. The entire process centers on two core tools, line and polyline. Line creates separate line segments. Polyline creates one continuous object, which is often better for plots because it stays as a single editable path. Begin at the command line at the bottom of your AutoCAD window. To start, type line for individual segments or pline for a single continuous path, then press enter. You'll immediately be prompted for a start point. Here's where coordinates come in. Type the first point as XY using your drawing's units. For example, you might enter 10, 15 and press enter. Use a comma to separate X and Y and include decimals or negative values if your data requires them. If your points are in a different unit system than your drawing, make sure they match before you begin so your plot lands exactly where you expect. After the first point is set, continue entering each subsequent point's coordinates in the same XY's format, pressing enter after each one. If you prefer, you can also use relative coordinates for moves from the last point by starting with the @ symbol. For instance, @ 5000 moves 5 units in X and 0 in Y from the previous point. That's especially handy when a segment is defined by its offset rather than absolute coordinates. You can also use distance and angle with the less than symbol, like @ 1290, when your data includes bearings. Whether you use absolute or relative entries, keep your format consistent so the geometry remains accurate. As you work through the list, AutoCAD previews each segment as you confirm a point. If you mistype before pressing enter, simply correct the value and continue. If you need to pause, you can leave the command running until you're ready to input the next point. When you've reached the final coordinate, finish the plot. Press enter to end the command. If you used Polyline and want to connect the last point back to the first to close the shape, type C and press enter before finishing, and AutoCAD will join the endpoints automatically. That leaves you with a clean, continuous boundary you can edit, measure, or hatch later. And that's it. By starting the line or polyline command, entering your start point, adding each subsequent coordinate, and then finishing the command, you'll create a precise plot driven entirely by your coordinate data.